Okay, so this video is the decks that have helped me throughout 2020. It's normally like my, the 2019 favourites, right? But given the year we've had, I'm going to say these are the decks that have helped me instead. These are the ones that have helped me through 2020 and I love them to bits. The new, the old, the ones I've had for ages, the ones that are new, that have come into my life during this year, and I just can't wait to get into this. Okay, so first we're going to start off with my favourite fluff deck, I call it. I call it a fluff deck because it's so simple and soft and nice, and it's gilded. It's gilded, guys, it's gilded. And it's the Dorian Virtue Radley Valentine Fairy deck. Fairies are my go-to for comfort, and I love anything fairy, but I have a style, if that makes sense. Like this is stunning. And like when I wasn't feeling great, like especially the rundown after the stress of just like the American election, not knowing the fate of everything. Like, is it going to be Trump? Is it going to be Biden? Like, I was exhausted. So for that week, maybe week and a half, I used this on my Instagram, and I let the cards speak rather than me putting words into their mouth. There's the backing. Do you know what I mean? Like putting the words into their mouth, going, this is what it's saying. But it could have been anything, And it's such a lovely deck. Now, Radley Valentine has taken this over. I think this is the Dorian Virtue version, but there's not much difference. But it's such a nice deck. Like, you just get one here. Like, here's the Prince of Winter. It tells you the characteristics of it, and it'll tell you like a little affirmation at the bottom about the card. And it's so pretty. Like, I love this deck so much. Oh, it like warms me. I'm feeling warm and fuzzy holding it and just like going through it, because I've had this for a very long time, this deck, and I feel like the flip through was on my Facebook before I made the YouTube channel, and the more I use it, sometimes I'll see a card going, oh, I forgot what that one looked like, or like, I don't remember seeing this one, like here's the Three of Spring, I haven't seen that one in ages. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how pretty this deck was. So yeah, this is a very good fluff deck. So Radley Valentine has taken this one over, and so that one's still available. It's not out of print, so that's great. I'm going to put the link for that down below. And I put it in this, like, this is another thing, I got wash bags, like, shower bags. And I just use them for the big decks that I have. And this is the only one I have that's in a big bag, and they just fit perfectly, plus it's waterproof. So if I brought it out and it rained, it'd be fine. Next is the Oracle of Unicorns. This deck is so nice to work with, especially say if I think I was doing a reading for someone and I wasn't feeling great, and I said, oh, I'm sorry for being late on this, here's an Oracle deck, here's an Oracle card that I pulled for you, and they'll read the card, and this one always makes them smile and feel great about themselves. It's the best €10 I've spent on a deck. I will always say that about this deck. There's the backing, and it's stunning. Like, it's really pretty. The Oracle of Unicorns by Cordelia Francesca Barbs. I know you say Francis every time, but it's such a beautiful deck, and it's by multiple artists, and it's so, like, it's comforting. And I don't know what it is about unicorns and fairies, they just go together. And with unicorns, I love this. Now, I haven't used the Paolo Barbary one in a bit, because I'm just like focused on the ones, finishing off the year with the ones I'm using now, and then maybe in the new year I'll pick it up, But this one is 40, is it 30 or 40 cards? 44 cards. So this one's 44 cards, and it's €10. Sometimes I got it for €10. It was probably on sale on Amazon. It's on Amazon, so I'll be linking that one on the UK one below, but I might find it somewhere else for you guys, because oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. See what I mean? Like, this is such a comforting deck, and it's so nice to have in your collection, and it's a really lovely deck that helped me throughout the year. So this one's always out on my desk. I try putting it back, and it just always comes back out on the desk. Next up is the Haunted House Tarot, surprisingly. when this whole thing started and kind of died down, this was one of the first decks I bought. This one and the Dark Fairy Tale. I thought I was going to use the Dark Fairy Tale more than this one. And I've used this one so much more than the Fairy Tale one. And I think it's just that kind of comfort. Like, this is kind of a nice dark deck, but it's nice. It's not so dark that it's creepy. Do you know what I mean? Like the Vampire Tarot. I had that and I've passed it on. I've literally just had it to edge it and then it went on. My friend like donated me or gifted me loads of her old decks that she doesn't want anymore. I've since then passed it on because I don't know, I thought it would work and I tried using it. It's just so gory in a way, whereas this one is like, it's like a murder mystery kind of Cluedo style deck, because you're the fool, this girl that's going around in the cards. You're this girl in the white dress going around the house trying to find out what's what and stuff. Because the pentacles are witches, the swords are vampires, I believe, or harpies. I don't know, because it depends. Like, this is a vampire with wings. Swords are vampires, I think, and then wands are like a cult, sacrificing thing. Pentacles there. I think they're like vampire hunters and vampires. Cups are angels, so like there's a king of cups here somewhere, and there's a four swords there. So good and so creepy, but it's such a nice deck for those kind of days where you're like, I feel crap but I need to find out stuff, and this is the deck that kind of helps you get out the funk, because it's that kind of gloomy, overcast feeling. And it's a really nice deck. There's the High Priestess and the Magician. I love the Magician being the butler. I always say that. There's the Moon, the Lovers, and then we have the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. It goes on and on. It's so good. Look at that Devil. It's like a succubus. It's stunning. It's such a good deck by Lascarabeo. And it's also by Sasha Graham, who did the Dark Wood Tarot. Yeah, it's such a nice deck. Lascarabeo do amazing decks, I find. Their cardstock is phenomenal. And I love them. I love them. Because they don't do the big fancy boxes like Llewellyn. They just go, the deck is what you want. Here's the deck. Do you know? And that was one of the first decks that helped me out in 2020. One of the first ones. There is one more. That's the wrong box. I put it in the wrong box. Go in there. Next up is this baggie. I think this is the Eye Candy Oracle. Yes. This is one of the few decks that helped me as well. I've put it in a bag that I found spare. And this is the Eye Candy Oracle by The Loving Crystals. And I have a discount code for her Etsy store. So if you want to get this deck, I don't know if she still does the PayPal discount, but I'm going to leave a link for a discount code for her Etsy store. I think you can either get this one or any of her decks. It doesn't have to be this Eye Candy one. But yeah, I have my own discount code for Visa Etsy store. So here is the Eye Candy Oracle. It's so cheery and like coming from like the you can see the contrast. Like, haunted house is like dark and gloomy, and then like this is all sweet and pretty and so bubbly, and I've actually edged it in pink because it's such a nice deck. Like, this is one of her decks have helped me so much through 2020. I have another one, the Autumn Delight one. I'm going to do that one next actually, but this one is just so positive, and it's one of those decks to help you put colour back into such a grey year. Like, this year was just bleh. I love this one because it's just a cup of tea, and we all need tea. Like, we all need bits of colour back in our life, you know? And this one was such a nice deck to have. I had the Autumn Delight one. I loved it for autumn. It was like cosy and warm and spooky, but like a nice spooky. And then like this one is just sweet and comfort food. You know, it's such a nice deck. My mouth is watering looking at these things. I'm such a sweet tooth. Like, it's such a nice deck, and I'm gonna praise it so much, and I have 2 more of hers on the way. I think they're stuck in Jamaica at the moment. They're stuck in Jamaica. In a sorting office in Jamaica. It's like there's birth, there's... Can I just say something about these sweets? Where do your grandparents find them? I can never find them. Like, what's with that? Like, they just go... It's like there's like a hidden shop that grandparents only go to get these sweets. But yeah, that is the Eye Candy Oracle, and there is a link below for her shop with... So when you click it, it will put the discount code in your basket. Or I'll leave the actual code below. The Autumn Delight one, same person. Same person, same time. I'm here all week kind of thing. Oh, I thought I'd do this now while I still had daylight. So this is the Autumn Delight one. Now this is a much bigger deck, as you can tell. It feels like there's more cards in it. Hold on a minute, I've split this in half because you do get blank cards that you can customize. There's another one. But this deck, it's so warm and cozy, and autumn is my time of year where I just feel comfy about things. And there's the backing. Her husband made the backing. He's a graphic designer, I believe. Stunning. Like, it's stunning. They work together. Her little girl put her 2 pence in, as V puts it. And like, it's so warm and cozy. It's one of those decks that just helped a lot, do you know? It just helped a lot. Oh, the Bob Ross card. And it's just such a nice deck to have. Especially like during this year. It was just such a nice... Like, it's such a nice thing to see that someone you followed, and she technically is a friend. I just haven't met her in person, so she's like a friend in the community, and it's such a nice thing to like support her, and you know, see what she can create. And it's such a nice deck. This one and the other one, and I have the Winter Embrace and I think Red Hot Love on the way. She asked if I wanted more, and I went, no, it's fine. Those 2 are fine. Stop. Do you want another one? No, stop. But like, it's such a beautiful deck, and it's like, I love photography decks. Like, it's such a nice thing to see, photography decks. Oh, it's so nice. Like, this is such a cozy deck now to have, and it's so nice. Now, I got it with my own money. This one and the other one, and this one I got off the site, not her Etsy, so I asked for a bag to go with it. So I went, I'm gonna get like a €2 bag, it's fine. So I have a bag, so it's purple and goes with the purple background, and it's so nice. So that is the Autumn Delight deck by V, Love and Crystal, the Light Seers Tarot. During the first lockdown, when we had, this is a story, once upon a time there was a lockdown. I was like looking for this deck so much, and obviously with the issues that came with the deck the first time round, with the quality control problems and all that, it put me off. I've said this in the video, going through it, and this deck, I now know why people love it. I was put off it because I'm like, I'm waiting until that problem's fixed before we go any further. But I now know why people love it, and it gives that nice, happy feeling. Do you know? It gives a nice, happy feeling to a year that's literally this card. Oh, but it's such a beautiful deck. It's so nice, and the card quality is beautiful. And I've used Shuffle Tarot, right? She did a comparison of the one that was botched. It's not one's fault, it's just the quality control people didn't do their job. Simple as. And then now the second edition where I say that, she compared the 2, and I used it to find out, is this the right one? Yes, it's the same colour as the new one. I bought it in the sales, and it was great. The bookshop was having like a kind of a sale because it's so much stuff to get rid of. But this deck is gorgeous, and it's such a nice I don't know, you get butterflies in your tummy. I get butterflies in my tummy using it, and it's such a nice deck to use. Look at that Queen of Swords. Oh god, but now I know why people love it. I've edged mine in green, so it's like an emerald green rather than that kind of teal green everyone uses, to make it match the indie one. I love this mass produced one. It's such a nice one, and it's so pretty. Like, oh. If I could find, look at that, lovers. It's stunning. I think it's the Ace of Wands that just won me over. Oh, that High Priestess, that's the box art. Like, that High Priestess is stunning. This is out on my desk now, and I might just leave it out of the box so I could just grab it and use it, rather than, oh, it's in the box, I have to open the box. So I'm going to leave that out, actually. But yeah, so the reason that you can see my desk is a bit more clear is because I've got a job. I'm going to be starting training soon, and it's a 6-month contract, and I'll be working from home. So the desk I use for my YouTube videos is going to be my work desk. So I have to make sacrifices. Well, no, I just moved stuff around, cleared the desk and such. So yeah, that's what's happening, guys. I did a lot of 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I did 8 of Pentacles. And you said 8 of Wands, and I did 8 of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. The Karen K Oracle of Fairies. It's phenomenal. It's beautiful. This one was the first deck I bought out of the first, when the whole thing kicked off. It was the first one I bought. I've told this to Karen K. I've said it in my in my Instagram post about it. It's phenomenal and so comforting. It's such a comforting deck. Fairies are my thing. Fairies and unicorns, as I've said, are my thing. I use them for many, many things, and it's just beautiful. Oh, they're so pretty. Like, and it's such a nice little oracle deck, because you just get that and you just read the little phrase at the bottom, and you just feel better, do you know? Like, there's not really much negativity you can get from this deck, but you do have to take consideration of, like, okay, the consequences of things and all that. It's a really nice deck. I love it. I love it. Now, I've used this one more than her mermaid one, because I don't know what it is about mermaids. I can't relate to them because I can't swim. Fairies have been part of my childhood. Like, my mum would always say, don't be going down there, there's fairies at the bottom of the garden, right? And I would go and try and find them when I was younger, so it's such a nice nostalgia thing. But yeah, fairies are my go-to, and this deck is phenomenal. It's so inexpensive as well. Like, and I don't know why I was put off it. The first time I saw it, like the previews, I went, oh, I don't like that. Ugh. But then I just got over it, and I love it so much. So it's always on my desk. Spirit Junkie, this is literally a recent deck, because I think I was on Amazon and I was ordering stuff, and I went, oh, the postage is like this amount. So if I get something else, it's just going to be the same postage. I didn't mind spending an extra €10, do you know? This one is the, how do I put it? It's like the sister deck to the Super Attractor, which is one I'm going to talk about in a minute. So this one is all about how to deal with the light that this deck has given you. You've attracted it, now you have to deal with it. That's what I feel like it is. And it's how she said it, I think. The Spirit Junkie is someone who fully embraces their unique gifts and uses them to be a force of good in the world. Simple as. I always find it, like, if you ask for good, like, energies and stuff, and you don't know how to deal with them, look at the colour, like the pop colour on that one. It made the camera brighten up there. And like, it goes from really nice colours. The colour scheme is phenomenal. Same artist as the previous one, Michaela Erza, and it's just beautiful. But yeah, like, it's to deal with, like, if you're asked the universe for manifestations and you don't know what to deal with them, like, oh, I've gotten them, now I don't know what to do with them. Like, how do I handle it? You use this and go, oh, look, every cell in my body is conscious and communicates with each positive thought I have. See? Like, you just pick one of these cards and go for it. Like, these are lovely affirmation cards. They're stunning. They're so pretty. And I fell in love with this. I didn't know she made another one, and I went, there's another one by Gabrielle. Oh crap, I need this in my life. And I love it. It's so pretty. I follow her on Instagram. Love her little speeches. I say little. It's like a motivation speaker kind of situation. And it's so nice. I recommend this to anyone. I got one on Amazon. You can probably get it anywhere. Just look up Gabrielle Bernstein. I keep saying Bergstein, and I don't know, it's Bernstein. And it's such a nice deck. Like, it shuffles lovely. And the backing is a blue moon with flowers. And you'll see with the Super Attractor, it's a pink moon instead. I love that one. That's now on my desk as well. When they're on my desk, they're like, I grab them kind of thing. So we're going to this one. 2 more decks to go after this. So, yep, I think her... Oh, I think oh, it is. It's at the bottom. I was like, where's the credit? The end card. It's stuck at the bottom, which is great. It's stuck at the bottom. Don't have to go finding it. So there's the backing. See, it's like a pink moon with flowers, and the other one's like flowers and other foliage. And this is all about how to attract things, and like when I surrender my will to care for spirit, the universe will attune to my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. So it's like giving you self-care, whatever you ask for. Like, it's just a beautiful... The artwork is beautiful. See, now, I'm one of those people who like them separate, but you could shuffle them together and make one massive deck. I would just be so OCD going, there's a blue and a pink deck put together. I need them in my separate boxes. I'm like that. I'm one of those people. You could mix them together, but, you know, it is what it is. Oh, it's just beautiful. That's so pretty. I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. That's literally 2020. We all have to slow down and just deal with what's given to us. Do you know? It's beautiful, this deck. They're both beautiful, the 2 of them by Gabrielle. These ones were really helpful this year. And yeah, no, can't get over the artwork. Like, sometimes you'll find a little bird or a feather, like this feather one. They're so simple. And like, I'll go along and then suddenly you just find this one that's just completely... Like, that was all loads of white cards, and next you go, bam, this Black Knight card. I believe I am worthy of feeling good. You're allowed to feel good. Okay? It's one of those things, like, you're allowed to feel good in a crappy year. Don't be worrying about it. But I love that. Like, that deck is phenomenal, as well as Spirit Junkie. Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle by Amanda Lovelace. This deck is... It makes me happy. Like, the happy tears. I don't know how to put it. It's such a happy face, happy tears deck. The backing is a beautiful black and with a rose gold crown. It's not edged or anything. It is, how many cards? It is 45 cards, and it's so pretty. But you wouldn't, looking at that like thinness of this box compared to like the Hay House ones, like, how does 44 cards fit in the flower? Like, look how pretty that is. And the best thing is, there's loads of body positivity in this deck. Not every girl is skinny. Like, I'm a curvy girl. Do you know? Like, it's just how it is. Like, that's just my body. I've tried losing weight and I'm like, do you know what's my genes? It's my genetics. That's just how it is. I want to lose a little bit more weight, but you know, you can only do so much and take your time with it. And look at this, she has a Vallecio. That's the word. Vallecio's the one with the pigment patches, and I love that. It's so pretty. Because I was playing Watch Dogs. This is the new Watch Dogs. And my sister was playing it, had taken doing her profile, and she found a drone expert, and I went, oh my god, she has that. They actually put a character in with that in the game, and it's at random, and it's phenomenal. Like, oh, that they put that exclusivity in, and it's really pretty. Look at this, the tower. I relate to her. Leggings, curves, tummy. Yep, the deck is just stunning. Like, there's the princess. Be your own knight. Get yourself out of your own tower. There it is, the lioness. Look, I love this because it should be called tigress, I think, rather than lioness, because she has stretch marks. And I love that because I have stretch marks, and I just go, well, they're there. Whatever. Confidence. Basic witch. sun, paint the sun back into your sky. Some of them I haven't seen yet, because like there's so many of them, and you just shuffle and go, oh okay. You wings, like that. I love this raindrops. Now this is me. I'm literally the tall friend, but I'm chubby. And then all my friends are short. They're all 5 foot something. And there's Homeward. This deck is just such a beautiful positive deck, and it's one of the decks that have helped me a lot through 2020, because it's just made me more comfortable in my own body, rather than going, I need to lose weight for so and so. No, I'll lose weight for myself, because like I can't remember, I think it was the Noom. I think it's Noom. I can't remember how to call it. No, Noom. And they had like just a little ad that came up on Instagram. Feel better when you lose weight. That's what it was. And then Noom says, you will lose weight when you feel better. And I thought that was a beautiful quote. Like, that's a brilliant motivation, because I've done all those, I've done so many losing weight programs, like different dietary things and all that stuff, and things to follow. And then I would feel crap halfway because I can't eat things and enjoy food. I was seeing it as like a math problem. Like calories, this, and the points, and it stressed me out more, and I feel like I gained weight more during it than losing it. But since leaving it, those kind of weight loss programs, I've lost 3 stone since February, which is about £22 for you Americans, or 10 kilos for anyone who uses kilos. But yeah, I feel great about that, and I don't notice it, but like my friends who haven't seen me since lockdown go, holy crap, you can see it, like they can see it because they haven't seen me. Whereas like people who live with you, they don't notice it because they live with you. But yeah, so like those kind of things, I've learned to be positive about those and just accept them as they are. The final deck, final one, rather go on to a little rant. The final one is the Shadow and Light, or Oracle of Shadow and Light by Lucy Cavendish. This deck is my go-to as well. I have had this for maybe 2 or 3 years, and I love it. Artwork is brilliant, the messages are perfect. There's the backing. It's glossy. I think it's by Hay House. I'll check. Who published it? Let's see. I don't know who published it. I don't think it's Llewellyn. Normally her decks are by Llewellyn. Tell me your secrets. They're not really secrets. Just says Beyond Words. I don't know if that's the publication. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, I have it and I love it. It's one of those decks that are beautiful. It's this one, but the box might be different than the book. But I love this deck because it's blunt and tells you the truth, going, get up and get over it. Get up, get over it, you're fine. You know? And it does give you a good message. Like, here's Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, and drama. So I can't stand drama. I don't like being involved with it. But you know when you hear the gossip mill in like celebrity stuff? I don't get too far deep into it. I just want to give it to me straight. Don't beat around the bush. Don't listen to crappy newspapers and articles and stuff like that. I just want the entertainment of it. But like, I get it that they're people at the end of the day. Like, okay, that might be stressing the crap out of them. Do you know? I don't like drama, but like, you know, I follow 1 or 2 drama channels. That's about it. Because, you know, there's too much. It's mostly true crime for me. But like, this deck is stunning. Not many people like the big eyes on the characters that Jasmine Beckett-Smith draws. But I love them because they're just gorgeous. They're so gorgeous. Oh, look, Strange Valentine. Love is strange. That's it, because love is strange. It's such a phenomenon, love and all that, so I love that deck for this. Like, you can love your dog, but saying I love you to someone can just, you know, open a whole can of worms. that you're not ready for, or they're not ready for, you know. There's such power in LOVE. There's so much power in it. And this deck is beautiful for it. And yeah, so those are my decks that have helped me through 2020. I've put them away as I was doing that. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys. I hope some people do this, like, you know, I don't know if there's a tag, but if you want to do it, you can. Like, just do decks that have helped me through 2020. But I love this deck. I love all the decks I have, but they're the ones I've been using mostly. And yeah, it's just great. Oh, I love it. I love what I do, and I love this. And hopefully 2021 is a bit more positive. I will do the horoscopes for 2021 on my Instagram, because it's just easier to type it than do 12 videos. So just so you know. So go and follow me on Instagram if you want to do that. I might be doing a New Year's raffle with some stuff. I have crystals, I want to rehome, I have decks I want to rehome. I'm just going to do a few. There'll be a raffle coming up soon, so stay tuned on my Instagram for that. And I will see you all very soon. Stay safe, and bye!